Alright guys, sump pump went out in our basement. Water ran everywhere. When the softener came on around 2 o'clock in the morning, miraculously I was able to catch it before the water got ridiculous. Let's take out the box and prep it to get ready. So here it is. It's a half horsepower pump. The one we got in there is a 3rd horsepower. This is more than enough to discharge the water that runs out of that basin. Doesn't have far to travel up. I'll show you guys that in a second. It has a reducer, and I believe this can go up to 2 inches maybe. 1.5 inch to 1 1/4. So obviously this is 1 1/4. This is 1.5 inch fitting, so it'll fit on here. So this reducer or adapter allows you to use a 1 1/4 inch fitting, and it adopts it to the 1.5 inch. So this should go directly here. We should be fine. Let's go take care of that right now and get our system back working, because we can't do laundry. The softener can't run. So here's the laundry area. Here's the laundry sink area, and all that drains through this sump furnace. All that comes to this basin. This sump delivers it out here, so it makes this turn here and goes on out. But don't have to travel up that much of a distance. So we got the furnace coming inside of here. This other tube is for the water softener and the carbon filter. They both filter out into here. So there's 2 lines are tied up into that PVC. You guys can see it. It discharges from there when both of them, or either or, is running at one single time. But this is the softener. So yeah, the softener went off, and fortunately I was able to catch it, because water flooded all up over here. You see, we got the fan here. All this was soaked. All this is wet, and water was splashing all up through here. You can probably see it. Still kind of wet. Had the floor fan, and this guy saved me. I've been sucking water using this, sucking the water out of here pretty quickly off this floor, and I used that to go down into the basin to get all the water sucked out of there, so I can't change the pump. I'm gonna take this cover up, get some light. So I just installed this check valve. Just a cheap check valve, not the best, but the one that was on here had been on here for so long, and it wasn't functioning properly. So I'm just gonna take it off from here, or just pull it down from here and pull the entire pump up in unit. It's already unplugged, yeah, but it's not doing anything. So let me remove this cover. Let's pull this pump out of here and swap it over. Soak that water out of there. The water stinks. So here's the old pump. It's a 1/3 horsepower. It's a 1/2 inch. This is probably a better pump than this. I had this laying around, so I'm using it. I had it laying around. I'm gonna use this because I actually bought it for our other sump pump because it was acting up. So I had that laying around. So I bought it for this side over here. It was acting up a little bit, but this has been months back, and it's perfect now. It's still working perfect, so I don't have to worry about that one over there. But the dehumidifier on this side drains over there, whereas this dehumidifier drains on this side. So we're just gonna use that for right now. So the other one's a better pump. You know what I'm also gonna do, guys? I'm gonna leave that PVC pipe on there. I'm going to just install a new one. Got a fitting already. Just gonna fit that into a new pipe. We ain't gonna use that old stuff. Let me go get it right now and cut it to size. I'm gonna actually vacuum that out too. I gotta clean my vacuum out anyway. This thing's a beast. I'm gonna clean that out, but I'm gonna suck all this out of here and clean. There's a bunch of debris that's built up down in there. I gotta get down there and get it out. Prep the pump up, and then we're gonna vacuum the hose out and install the pump. Okay guys, I want to note something. Although it's better off using a fitting like that you're allowed to put a wrench on to tighten down on it. All this stuff I've already had already. This is gonna work just fine. Okay, let's install this pump. Yeah, look at all this mess in here, guys. Look at all this build up. So I gotta get in here. I gotta get this stuff cleaned out. I gotta get a contractor bag. These are the contractor bags I'm using. They had a really great sale on these, which are really good. Alright guys, this feels like about 15 pounds of trash that was in there. Like metal broke off. That's crazy how that's all in there like that. Like metal plates. And it's probably from the buildup. We got a carbon tank here and rust in the water. I don't know, because this hole was empty. We're pretty much cleared out. And this thing is a beast. I got it out, all of it with this. So we're gonna set this pump down inside of there and install everything and turn the water on and see what we got. Just stuff the cord inside of here so it won't get wet. We'll just drop it in, we'll pull it back out. back on in a second. I cut that lid to be like that. I cut those holes in there because when we moved here, the cover for that was gone. So bought that and made those holes for everything that discharges in this basin. But if you look down in there pretty good, you'll see the pump itself sits on, there's like a heel in the middle of that, in the middle of this basin. So the pumps rest on that heel and he goes up. Make sure your check valve is pointed in the right direction. Direction of flow. Let's get some water flowing in here. Let's plug this thing up. It plugs up there. I removed that because I was doing some electrical here for the, as you guys can see, I'm doing electrical for our septic system. The aerator, been just fixing that. I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna wrap all this up shortly. I'm gonna put everything back, but just doing electrical here. It plugs into there, so let's do that now. The power, this is live. But certified electrician, guys. I'm a certified electrician. So, okay, we're on. Let's turn on this carbon tank. Let's get some water flowing. I'll program the softener to start back running as it should. Around 2 o'clock every other night I have it running. So I'll program that in a second, but we got water. All right, guys, I got an issue here. That pump, it's tethered, it's too close. It has to come out some because it's not allowing the float to rise up. So I gotta pull it out some. The cord has to come out some from that screw here right there. I gotta loosen it up. So let me fix that real quick. Okay, I pulled it out some, adjusted it. Hopefully it should turn on without getting too high. Let's see. Okay, guys, so the problem was it wasn't enough cord pulled out to allow it to angle enough for it to turn on the pump. So I had to adjust it. I pulled it out some, and now it works perfectly. Even with these tethered pumps, I like the vertical better, but this tethered pump, I had it, and they're good. However, with these basins, you want it to be at least 14 inches in diameter. This is 18 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, this is an 18-inch basin. Yeah, so this is 18 inches, ample enough space to run this tethered float. And yeah, it's kicking on perfect. So we're gonna turn on the softener. I'm gonna run the softener. I'm gonna just turn it on manually. So to turn this softener on manually, You gotta unlock it first. It's unlocked. Got plenty of salt. I use the Morton pellets. And yeah, we're gonna watch it cycle a couple times. And then we'll close this video out. So notice how the float is staying above the water, whereas before it wasn't able to because it was pulled in too far. So it was getting submerged under the water without able to get a full tilt to turn on. Okay, just pulling that water out of there. We'll watch it cycle one more time, and that'll give you guys a picture to see what's going on. But it's all good, guys. So I put the lid back on, clean up down here, and it's a wrap. So hope you guys found this video helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Got the softener running. Terrence, I'm out.